Heard of
Sausage?
the UFC fighter.
The sausage?
Sausage.
Welcome back to the Serie Yanks channel. I appreciate everybody spending a little bit of your time out of your day with us. Damn, Daniel, we are back at it again with another Canadian Premier League video. And the last time we did a Canadian Premier League video, that phrase I just said was probably popular. Now that said, bear with me. I still love the Canadian Premier League. I still watch the Canadian Premier League. It's still one of my favorite leagues ever to watch. But it does not make much sense to do a yearly Crest ranking video right now because there's just not enough teams to do one every year. But that said, we have lost someone since the last time that we did a Crest ranking video. So everyone please have a moment of silence for FC Edmonton. But we do have a new squad on the team. We do have a new team in the league now, so they're going to be factoring into this video, and we probably have some prospective cities that are looking to add some teams in the future. So times are exciting if you're a Canadian Premier League fan or in one of these cities. But before we get into today's video, please consider subscribing to this channel. It means a lot to us. We're a small channel. We just do videos in our spare time outside of work, so trust me, I love seeing that number keep going up, and thank you very much. And at the very least, please drop us a like. It's free, and it just helps us out quite a bit. Now, one more thing. Let's tag some Canadian Premier League teams in this video. Let's get me a jersey. I'm still technically a free agent when it comes to supporting a club. I don't have a club to support fully yet. I still watch all the games, so hey, so come on, one of the clubs send me something. I'll rock the merch, trust me. You can DM me here. I'll gladly post it. So that said, let's get into today's video, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I don't make too many people mad. Someone has to be at number 8, right? And if anyone's going to yell at me, I probably deserve it here because, truth be told, this Crest probably doesn't deserve to be number 8, and I'll explain to you why I have it number 8 after I tell you what I do like about it. So number 8, I've got Cavalry. And if this was a stadium ranking, I promise you, you would not be last. I absolutely love your stadium. But what I do like about this Crest is that it's got sort of a silhouette of what's supposed to symbolize the Alberta foothills and the Rocky Mountains. This is not a bad Crest at all, to be honest with you. But I've got it at number 8 simply because, remember, it's my video, my rankings. So just bear in mind, keep that in mind. I just don't like the color red. I really don't. I love like the AC Milan deep color red, but this lighter color red, I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. And again, I deserve all the hate you can give me for this one and putting it at number 8. Sorry. Let's move on to the number 7. At number 7, the Crest that probably deserves to be number 8 if I just did not have this weird hatred for the color red, it's Vancouver Football Club. I expected a lot more. You're an expansion team. You knew what would look good and what wouldn't look good, and this is the best you can come up with. Obviously, it's in the shape of a V, which I got to assume stands for Vancouver. It's got like the silhouette of an eagle there at the top. But forgive me for saying this because I'm sure it's been said a million times, but this looks like straight up a ripoff of Venice. Which shout out to the 2 Americans that played for Venice. And I'm going to put them side by side. You decide for yourself. But I will give it this. I will give the club this. This Crest actually looks pretty badass on the kit and the uniform. I'll give them that. But come on. Just do better. At number 6, and at the time of recording this video, they just pulled off a win. So congrats on the win. And that is Forge FC, one of the powerhouses, one of the historic teams that's growing a history here in the Canadian Premier League. But I've got them at number 6, but first, again, let's go over the things I like. Of course, it's got the H, which stands for Hamilton. It's got the sparks at the top, which look pretty nice. The hammers, it fits pretty well. I love the colors because it's in coercion, I guess you could say, with the other teams in the area. And to be honest with you, the secondary logo is pretty badass. I would have put that on the screen too, if it'll fit on the screen. But the reason this is number 6 is because it's just like Vancouver. At the end of the day, it's still very basic. There's a lot of cool little Easter eggs per se in here, a lot of shout outs in this logo, but at the same time, it's still just an H with a half-ass F on it. But I don't hate it. At number 5, and this is where I think we jump up a tier in terms of Crest. We get out of the basic lettering, if you will. I think we step up at number 5. And at number 5, I've got Atletico Ottawa. And of course, they are in the Atletico Madrid family, so you're going to see a lot of resemblances. But I do love that Ottawa has just simply made this their own. They've made it their own crest. You know, it's got Parliament Hill on it, at least if that's the correct name. If it's not the correct name, please don't attack me. It's got the Canadian maple leaf there at the bottom. I don't know. It's just a nice crest. I love that it's taken a logo that you're familiar with, and I think every league needs something that familiarizes yourself with bigger leagues. And I think this was perfect for the league and perfect for the city and the crest, to be honest with you. But I love all of the influences that they've made it on their own, that they've made their own. And truth be told, you can make an argument for this to be higher on the list, and I wouldn't disagree, but I've got it at number 5. At number 4, so we're in the top half of the table now, I've got York United. And the first thing that jumps out at me about this crest is the team nickname, the 9 stripes. And if you count, you guessed it, there's 9 stripes. I like the YU in the middle of it. It gives me QPR vibes, but I actually think they did it better. And, frankly, I like the colors on this too. It's a unique blend of colors that you just don't see often in football. And that's about all I can say about this. I love the maple leaf there at the top. It's just kind of the icing on the cake, if you will. Good crest. So at number 3, taking the bronze in my list, and it's very fitting when you see the crest, and that is, of course, Valor FC. And if you ever have time, do yourself a favor and look up the story about how this club got their name. It's a great story. There's a little bit about it on their Wikipedia page. I was educated about this by a Valor fan in the comments a few years ago when I did my initial Crest ranking video about I guess it was about 3 years ago at this point. Great story, love it. And speaking of things that I love, there's not a lot that I don't love about this crest. Pretty much everything from the colors to the Easter eggs inside the crest, they all pay homage to the area, and that I'm a huge fan of. It's got the wheat, which symbolizes the agriculture in the region. If you look closely, you're going to see a W, which I guess could stand for a few things, but I interpret it as Winnipeg, which is where the team's located at. The design's even unique, how it's got the little kind of triangle, I don't know what you want to call it, at the bottom of it. Just great looking crest. I could see myself. I could definitely see myself wearing this crest one day. At number 2, taking the silver, I've got the HFX Wanderers in Halifax, and I've pretty much consistently had them ranked 1 or 2 in all my crest ranking videos. They're going to come in at number 2, but I did learn something new last month about this crest. So I did all this without knowing this, so you learn something new every day, and I hope I continue to learn new stuff about these crests. But I just found out that the shape of this crest is in the shape of the Halifax Citadel, and I'll try to put that on the screen too. So again, learn something new every day. Hope I continue to learn something new. I know the bridge connects the peninsula. I have no idea what the bridge is called, but one of the things that I just adore about this crest is the fact that there's Scottish Gaelic on the crest, and that is so unique to this area, and I'm so glad that they pay homage to this. It may be, gosh, I don't know this off the top of my head, but I highly doubt there's many places that Scottish Gaelic has influence anywhere. And the fact that it is in Halifax and they decide to pay homage to it on the crest, seriously amazing. And honestly, the colors. I like the colors. I love that it's got the ocean at the bottom. I like the deep blue, navy blue, whatever you want to call it. It's just a high quality crest, which is obviously why it comes in at number 2. And at number 1, If you haven't guessed it already, because there's only one team left, and not to rub even more salt in the wounds, because they did just beat the number 2 team on this list, and that, of course, taking the gold, is Pacific Football Club. I love the Douglas fir in the crest, and if you can't notice, I'm pretty much a sucker for trees, and I'm not from. I've been there, but I'm not from the area. I read that it's got the shape of the island and the crest, although I can't see that because frankly I don't know what the island looks like from a map anyway. There's a V in here, which everything I've read can stand for victory or Vancouver Island. I guess that's for your interpretation. Maybe it stands for all of it. I don't know. If there's a fan in the comment, please let me know about that. But what takes the cake for me, and something that I actually got to give credit to the Canadian Premier League, is the colors are just beautiful. That's all there is to it. There's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. I love the trident. Again, this crest just screams Pacific Northwest to me, and they did a great job taking the influence of the area into this crest. So that is my number 1. If you made it this far, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. I definitely appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with us. Comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to educate me on. I always love learning about these squads up north. So please tell me anything that I should know for the next time I do these crest ranking videos. Tell me what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and please, 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 I beg you, drop us a like. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but please at least drop us a like. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week, and be safe.